Yo, DJ, roll that beautiful champagne footage. Welcome to Champagne Secrets with Empress, where the bubbles are crisp, the secrets are smoother than silk, and the gossip flows like the finest champagne. So grab your glass, darlings. Let the corks pop, the laughter bubble, and the tea spill. Here, we sip sophistication and spill secrets with style. So hang out with us in the secret chalet and enjoy the chicest, sassiest, and bubbliest gossip hour on YouTube. Everyone has an opinion. This is mine. So grab your glasses and let's toast, my confidants, to the streets that never sleep and to the secrets running. Welcome to Champagne Secrets, baby. Come chill with me, the Empress, in the Secret Chalet. And if you haven't been here before, it's located in Champagne City. And we're going to have some grown discussions and some bubbly banter. Over here, we give classy with a twist, huh? A little clink with chaos, huh? And we try to keep it cute. So if you're ready to sip, savor, and spill, then come on in. And if you're one of my non-alcoholic kind of confidants, grab you a non-alcoholic bubbly and get in here. On your way in, hit that like and subscribe and that notification bell so you'll be notified when we drop a new show. For today, I'm sipping on some ginger ale because I've caught somebody bug and I want to give it back. I don't like it. So we just gonna pour it in my champagne glass and keep it moving, right? So we're gonna get right into it. So I know I'm a new YouTuber or whatever, but in my first video, I talked about Chrisean and blueface, and I told y'all in that video that this is getting dangerous. But all her followers created this. Every time she fought, y'all praised her. Every time she acted a fool for the camera, you praised her. And she's not the only one. She's just the topic for today. But somehow, somewhere, we got confused between reality TV and real life TV. See, this is reality TV. You remember Flavor of Love, the king of reality TV? This right here is reality TV. I Love New York, the queen of reality TV. But even this is reality TV. Real Chance of Love, the princess of reality TV. Rest well, Prince Real. Let me keep going because somehow we got confused. This is reality TV. You remember Rock of Love? See, some of y'all were too young to remember true reality TV. This is reality TV. America's Next Top Model, The Bachelor. These are reality TV. Temptation Island and Survivor. Reality TV were shows that gave you the opportunity to escape your reality and chase or compete for something more. They were competition shows, and they made the way for these, the Osbournes, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, even the Real Housewives franchise. These are real life TV. See, it's different from reality TV because that was competition. They were competing. This is real life because they're following them around in their everyday lives, just like this one. Because this one spilled over into real life. The Bad Girls Club. Everybody wanted to be on Bad Girls Club to show you who the baddest was. And if it weren't for this, we wouldn't have this show, which brought the girl that we see on the screen. And I know she was on Bloo show first, and now that's TV, but those aren't reality TV or real life TV. Those are F&F clubs, because all they do on there is fight and fruck, in the words of Larry Reed. And I know she came before Baddies East, but this one had the cutest logo, so that's the one I used. See, I hear you. But even on Bad Girls Club, we praise the behavior. But for some of us, it was just TV. They going on to get on. But then we realized that for some of these girls, this wasn't just a show. It was beef and behavior that continued and continued and continued. But then guess what? Even they had to realize it gets old. Why? Because you get older and you should get wiser. When I was a child, I behaved as a child. But when I grew up, I put away childish things, huh? That's Bible. You know, the one she quotes to y'all but doesn't follow? I could even understand it if y'all said, this is just for TV and she doesn't behave like this outside of TV. But that's not the case. Y'all blew her head up to the point where she thinks she's untouchable and can do no wrong. This is this girl's life. It's not reality TV. Which means years down the line, she's going to have to answer for her behavior. If not for herself, it'll be with her son, because our children are us amplified. And I hear y'all, but the tattoo isn't real. I don't care if it's real or not. How do you have a man tatted on you that doesn't even claim your child? Over and over again, this boy has said Junior is not his, even when as far as calling him Charles Barkley's baby. Over and over and over. He is scientifically not mine. That's not my baby, but you keep busting it open, fam. When we were younger, we were taught doing the same thing and expecting a different result is insanity. But see, that's wisdom. And some of y'all don't want wisdom because we live in a world who wants to be free of consequence. As a mother, your main priority is to protect your children. Protect. How are you protecting your child if you're laying up with someone who can't even fix his mouth to claim him? Can we talk? How? How can you even get wet for a man that refuses to claim your seed? This man is tatted all over you, but your baby isn't. If we want to talk about tats, why wasn't the baby tatted on your face if you just needed a face tat? Matter of fact, where is the baby? I was listening to Voodoo Doll TV and I love watching her content. I really do. But she was mentioning the baby not crawling and holding his head up. Yet you're more concerned about this Negro? And stop with the blueface controlling her narrative. She's just as abusive as he is to her. Let's stop. She's not a victim. Y'all didn't see when she bust him upside the head with a bottle and he had to go to the hospital? Watch this. Let me tell you a story. A man started to climb a high-steep mountain when a snake asked the man to carry him along, right? But you're a snake, the man said. The snake smiled. Don't worry, I won't bite you. After days of climbing, the man reached the mountain summit where the poisonous snake bit him. As he lay dying, the man cried out, "You said you wouldn't bite me." The reptilian hitchhiker looked at him and said, "You knew I was a snake when you picked me up." Bad company corrupts good character. That's Bible. The same one she quotes. 1 Corinthians 15:33 to be exact. And that's the NIV version. The New King James says, evil company corrupts good habits. Anyone who will cheat with you will cheat on you, silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids and he's treating you like his trick. He calls you when he needs you to perform a trick for him. He bought Jaden a house. You lost yours. You think it's a flex to be moving into his, huh? But when we're so desperate that you just gotta have it, somehow we formulate this idea that what was done to them won't happen to us. Just like the man in the story, until it does. Or we settle for the challenge of it because it's so hard to get. The chase becomes fun. And I'm not telling you what I heard, I'm telling you what I know. I gave chase to a man for 10 years, putting up with other women and cheating, until one day I woke up and realized a decade passed and I had nothing to show for it. Now, I didn't do all this tatting and chasing down other women because my grape wasn't with them. You never blame a woman for the indiscretions of your man and vice versa. But here's the problem. He never promised me exclusivity. He never promised me forever. I fell in love with an idea, with the prospect of what forever could be, and I chased it. And I tried to bring him along with me on the journey. And I know some of you could say he didn't have to waste my time, true, but I also didn't have to waste my own time investing in something that was empty to begin with. See, y'all don't want this kind of talking. This kind is the kind that forces you to put the mirror in your own face. Blueface is Blueface. He will be Blueface before Chrisean. He will be Blueface with Chrisean. And he will be Blueface after Chrisean. This girl is trying to force this man to be in her life. This is what besieged means, to surround with force in order to conquer. And it doesn't end well. This narrative that she's painting is not going to end well. It's not. Whenever you will go to these lengths to prove a point, you'll go even further when the point isn't proven. Do you want to know why she did this? And to her face, nonetheless? It's called obsession. And obsession doesn't end well. According to vocabulary.com, right? An obsession with something is an unhealthy, extreme interest in it. When someone is obsessed, they've lost control of their feelings about the object of their obsession. The adjective obsessed is often used to simply mean very interested, but when someone is truly obsessed, their interest has become compulsive and they've begun to lose control over it. The Latin root obsessus or besieged, and when you're obsessed, your mind has been besieged by uncontrollable thoughts of something. So if you visit your grandmother, right, and you discover she has collected so many clowns or dolls and clown paintings that her house is full of them, you may worry that she's become obsessed with the clowns, right? That's the lighter side of obsession. But this is also obsession, and it ends like this, and this, and this, and these. Is that what you want for her? Because if you're willing to sit back and say, oh, she's young, let her live, let her learn. See, y'all think experience is the best teacher, right? But experienced people will tell you that learning from the experiences of others is the best teacher. See, y'all are the Missouri generation. See, y'all are the show me generation. Y'all want everybody to show you. But I just showed you where obsession ends. Why would you need to go through that in order to learn, huh? See, when we were younger, all our parents had to do was tell us, don't go up the block 5 blocks and turn to the left. There's a giant hole right there. You're going to fall in and you're going to be unalive, right? See, that was enough for us. Not y'all generation. Y'all generation is going to go up 5 blocks and turn to the left to see if the hole is there and to see if what your mama told you was going to happen is going to happen. See, not us. We were going to avoid that area by any means necessary because we didn't need to experience it if someone already told us what was there. See, we've gotten to a point where somehow we think abuse is sexy. On both ends, men and women. Somehow y'all think he don't love you unless he's threatening your life. Like, girl, he told me if I don't get my ass in this house, he's shooting the block. He. Huh? Y'all think this is sexy? It's attractive? That's love? See, y'all the kind of friends who will see y'all friend passed away from going 100 miles an hour while drunk and be twerking on her man at the home going, shouting, fly high, friend. There was a saying when I was growing up: friends don't let friends drive drunk. But that goes for real life too. Friends don't sit back and watch friends in situations that will be detrimental to their lives, talking about, that's my friend, I'ma stick beside him. Nah, real friends are gonna say, because you're my friend and I'ma stick beside you, I can't sit back and watch you destroy yourself. See, that's a real friend. There's a baby involved. She's a mother. She shouldn't be so focused on this man and not the baby. That's how children grow up to be some of us. You know, feeling abandoned, depressed, taking medications. That's what y'all want for her. Because once you start chasing, you'll have to always chase. And you'll never catch it because it's not what he wants. Not right now. Not totally. I'll say it again. This is an investigation discovery episode in the making. First 48 or For My Man, one of them is how this is going to end if she's not careful. When I first heard Chrisean got his face tatted on her tooth and on her neck and on her hand, I said, ooh, this girl is going to unalive that boy if he hurts her one good time, or she's going to unalive herself. And I've only had my channel for about a month and said it again on the first episode. This isn't going to end well. Because when the Instagram goes off, this is her real life. It's no longer reality TV. And we're watching it all play out like a suspense movie that you know is going to end badly, but you don't know when. It's like watching the Titanic. Only he ain't Jack and she ain't Rose, but the iceberg is still going to hit. And y'all say, but she's young. A lot of people didn't behave this way at her age. A lot of people. I know I didn't. So we have to stop letting that be an excuse. But the problem is, a lot of y'all want to use her age as an excuse to justify her behavior so you can mimic it without guilt. So if something happened to the baby when she was speeding, y'all would have said, oh, she's young. Baby gone, baby hurt, but oh, she was just young. What if something happens now? What if she does something to Bloo? Is that going to be the excuse? Nah, her fandom will just say he pushed her to that point. Y'all gotta stop. Stop. When are you going to care about her and not her antics? Haven't you been entertained enough? Even the Bad Girls Club had to come to a point where they changed the narrative on the show. The girls started having challenges to complete that had to do with their goals. They started getting kicked off the show for fighting. You see, she knows the more foolish she acts, the more foolish stuff she does, the more she wins the crowd. She feeds off the attention, but this is real life for her. This is her real life. And she's willing to sacrifice the safety of herself and her child to please the crowd. How can you trust a man with your child who won't even claim your child? Who broke into your home and stole your child in the middle of the night and took your child out the house with no clothes, no coat, no shoes, no snowsuit, no hat, no car seat, in the middle of the night, in the cold, and allegedly crashed the car with your baby in it and unprotected. But you will lay up with him and support him? Girl, bye. You're in danger, Molly. Blueface can take this as cute if he wants to. Now she has a face tat. She has him tatted all over her, and whether it's henna or not, she did this so she can be consistently surrounded by him. This girl is unhinged, and the rest of the hinges are going to be ripped out on Blueface. And he'd rather hurt her than lose her. He's not exempt. You see the toxic cycle? He's not exempt. But it's going to take a real man who cares more about him than his ability to make them money to reach him. I want to get through to her and those like her. Y'all seem to like crazy until crazy is as crazy does. And then you're like, I didn't know. I didn't know they would. I never believed they would ever. Oh, you knew. You just ignored the signs. There's always signs. This is a sign. This whole Lifetime movie we've been watching is a sign. Even Zeus knew. That's why every episode of Crazy in Love has solemn music like a tragedy had happened or was about to. I hope and pray this movie ends differently. I hope this ends with I love you enough to walk away and leave each other alone. But we'll see. That's all I have for now. Maybe if she doesn't get it, one of y'all will. Confidants? Always remember, if it doesn't cause you to elevate, it's causing you to depreciate. Now raise your glass, clink, and let's drink till we meet.